I have three beautiful boys. My eldest is 7.5 years old, and he has autism. This boy, Kason, he was a pillar of strength before he was even born. I lost my father when I found out I was pregnant with him. And it was definitely one of the worst moments of my life. But the only thing that kept me going was that I had this child in me. I had to be strong for him. And that's the way my dad would want it to be. So as time went on, we grew more and more in love with this little boy. But time went on, but his development stayed still. I failed as a mother, I would think. How could my child, who's 2 years old, how could he not even talk yet? Like, how is that possible? I was taking him to all of the classes, all of the mom and dad drop-in centers. He just wasn't talking. So I did what most parents would do, is go on the internet. And I Googled how to help my son talk, because Google knows all the answers. And as I was reading, I kept reading, and I was reading on, and I realized that we're dealing with something more than just a speech delay, what I originally thought. Autism came up, and I had no idea what autism was, and how is it possible? I'm so active on social media, and I'm so active, in the community. How did I not even know what autism was? But he had every single sign and symptom listed. The hand flapping, the no talking, the toe walking, the no pointing, the no communication, the no wanting to make friends. So it all made sense. And at that moment, my heart literally fell out of my chest. My son was perfect. Like, how is this possible? So my husband, he walked into the room, and I told him what had happened. And he said, you're crazy. Stop believing everything you read on the internet. But I showed him, and we sat there and we read. I think within a few minutes, we also knew that Kason had autism. We didn't need a diagnosis at that point, because we already knew. That night, we cried ourselves to sleep. We did not cry because Kason had autism. We cried because we did not know what kind of future he could have. Was he gonna make any friends? Was he gonna talk? Is he gonna be loved? Is he gonna get married? Is he gonna have kids? And when we're gone, who is gonna look after him? So we cried, and the next morning we woke up with puppy eyes, and we saw this beautiful child with this ear-to-ear smile. And we said, oh my God, why are we crying? This kid is so beautiful. He is so happy. And we need to do whatever we can to put ourselves together and make this right for him. We can't sit there crying because we thought we had this perfect child. He is perfect. There is nothing wrong with him. My family has been the biggest support you can imagine. From my brothers to my mom, to my sister-in-law, to all my extended family. And that is so crucial in our community. Growing up in the South Asian community, I knew nothing about mental illness. I knew nothing about autism. And that has got to change. That has to change, and that's why we have organizations like SMILE. That's why we have organizations like the Muslim Moms of Durham. And we are going to make this a priority that our kids with special needs will not be looked down upon. That they will be members of this society because they belong. They belong like everybody else. When you become a special needs parent, you do not realize how mentally exhausting and financially crippling it can be. The wait list or 4 years to get your child in therapy. Early intervention is key to success for kids with autism. So waiting 4 years is not an option. And remember, between all of the appointments, all of the therapies, we still have to be a friend to people. We still have to be a spouse. We still have to have a job. We still have to maintain friendships and not feel isolated. A lot of people ask me, what can they do to help? Be a good listener, and it doesn't always have to be about autism. Be a good friend. Don't say, I don't know how you do it. Say, you're doing a great job. Offer help. They need help. They're going to say, no, we're okay. But every caregiver of a special needs child needs to recharge. So just go and offer them babysitting, anything to help out. Teach your children about inclusivity. There's so much information out there. Educate yourself as well. Invite that child that feels kind of weird. Invite it to the birthday party. Let it feel included. You have no idea how much that means to a special needs parent when their child is being included. To the teachers, the educational assistants, the therapists, the support workers, we see you working with our kids every single day, and you are doing an amazing job. Please continue what you're doing because you guys are so much hope for our kids. Lastly, just because your child cannot speak does not mean they don't understand. So tell them how unique they are. Tell them how much you believe in them. And tell them, till the last breath you take, you will fight for them.